Well, summertime is just around the corner, so what a better dish to make than summertime quesadillas? Next on Happy Cooking with Yvonne Douglas. Well, let's talk about some of the ingredients we're going to need to make our delicious summertime quesadillas. First thing you're going to need are some flour tortillas. This is the Mission brand. You're going to need some chicken. This is premium boneless, skinless chicken breast strips. And look at these vegetables here. Oh my gosh, we have some red peppers, green peppers, yellow peppers, a red onion, white onion, tomato. These are those Roma tomatoes. We have some avocado, cilantro, zucchini, and we also have some mushrooms. So it's going to be chicken quesadillas, but with a lot of vegetables. We're also going to use some pepper jack cheese. This is Mexican style shredded cheese, mozzarella cheese. We also are going to need some minced garlic, extra virgin olive oil, sour cream, salt, and pepper. All right, so let's get cooking. Okay, so welcome back to Happy Cooking with Yvonne Douglas. So the first thing you want to do is look at your chicken strips. As you can see, these are nicely cut. I took off some fat that was on it and I seasoned it with garlic powder, onion powder, salt, and pepper. All right, so now what I want to do is get some extra virgin olive oil and I'm going to put it in a pan. I'm going to start cooking up my chicken. Okay, so I'm going to turn on my large skillet. And I want to put it first on medium heat. And then I'm going to add some extra virgin olive oil, probably about 2 tablespoons or so. You want to make sure that the bottom is covered. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic, minced garlic. So I'm just going to add probably about a little more than a teaspoon. Get my wooden fork here. I'm putting up the heat just a little bit. I want to make sure I cook that garlic in there first a little bit. Spread it around. Awesome. And this is really going to be just a one pan dish. We're going to use another pan to do the quesadillas to kind of fry them up. But for this, all the ingredients, we're going to make our chicken first and then we're going to do our vegetables. All right, so I'm going to add my chicken. Now, once it's cooked, that's when I'm going to actually cut them up into little chunks, okay? Because they're going to be little chunks in my quesadillas. But I'm going to cook them whole first, and then I'm going to cut them up into little chunks. So stay tuned. So while my chicken is cooking, I'm just chopping up my vegetables, and I'm doing my mushrooms right now. You want them to be chopped up and kind of coarsely. Just like that. And I used almost a whole package of mushrooms. I have a little bit left over. They come like this at the store. I chopped up half of a red pepper, half of a yellow pepper, half of a green pepper, and I chopped up my zucchini into these little chunks here. I also have approximately ½ cup of white onions, and I have about a cup of red onions. I'm also going to use a little bit of lemon because I'm going to add some cilantro to my quesadillas and add just a touch of lemon. All right, so when we come back, we're going to cut up our chicken. Okay, so we're back. We're going to cut up our chicken now. It's probably cooked for about 15 minutes or so. And I'm going to just chop these up into little cubes because don't forget they're going to be in the quesadillas. So you definitely want... you don't want big chunks in there. So I'm cutting these up now. I'm going to use a little fork to help me a little bit. And really easy. I'm just cutting these up, like I said, into little cubes. And we're going to add these to the quesadillas. That's going to have the vegetables and the cheese. Okay, we want to add a little bit of protein there with the chicken. And remember, this was seasoned with just onion powder, garlic powder, salt, and pepper. And it was cooked in extra virgin olive oil with a little bit of minced garlic in there. All right, so this looks pretty good. I think these are, this is the appropriate size for our chicken. I'm gonna put that aside, and now we're going to cook our vegetables. Okay, so we're gonna cook our vegetables, and I'm just gonna cook in the same pan that the chicken cooked in, and I'm gonna add just a little bit more, a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. And the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to cook up my onions, and I'm gonna do my white onions first. Remember, that was about a half a cup of white onions. And this is just cooking in the extra virgin olive oil. It has a little bit of the garlic left over. I'm going to add just a little bit more of minced garlic. This is on a medium flame. Garlic and onions, I'm telling you, it goes so well together. Okay, I'm gonna cook that up for about 1 more minute, and then we're going to add the mushrooms. Okay, so we're back. I'm gonna add just about a tablespoon of butter to the onion and the garlic and the extra virgin olive oil. I'm just adding about a tablespoon of butter before I add my mushrooms. Now I'm gonna add up my chopped mushrooms. Remember, these were chopped up. Stir that in there. Smells really good. I'm gonna cook my mushrooms for about 2 to 3 minutes covered, and then I'm gonna add the rest of the vegetables. Okay, so we're back. So it looks like the mushrooms, the mushrooms are done. Smells really, really good. I'm gonna add the rest of the vegetables to the mushrooms now. So I'm adding my red, yellow, and green peppers that have been chopped up. Remember, I used about a half for each one. I got a large red pepper and used about a half. I used 1 zucchini and I chopped it up into little cubes. Now remember, you're making quesadillas, so you do want everything to be chopped up kind of small, so keep that in mind. We're gonna cook up these vegetables for approximately 5 minutes or so, and then we're gonna start assembling our quesadillas. I cannot wait, can you? So while the vegetables are cooking for the quesadillas, I'm gonna make a little guacamole. So I have an avocado here. And remember, when you're shopping for an avocado and you wanna use it that day, make sure it's a little soft to the touch. So when you press on it, it should be a little soft. If it's hard, then it's probably not right or ready for you to use. So I have a little mortar and pestle here. I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon to it. I'm gonna add some red onions. I'm gonna cut up a little red tomato. These are those Roma tomatoes. And I'm going to add a little bit of tomato to my avocado. then I'm going to use my pestle. I'm just going to smash it in there. Good. I'm going to use the rest of the avocado here. Had to take the pit out. I just love avocados. Okay. Use my pestle again. Smash that avocado in there. Looks good. Let me give it a little taste. I'm going to add just a little bit of cilantro. Smash that in there. Tastes really good, by the way. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt and pepper now. A little bit of salt. And I need my black pepper, which is right here. And smash that in. Give it another taste. Now that's good. Okay, so my vegetables are pretty much cooked. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Give that a good stir. I smell all those vegetables, yummy. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of red onions now. Stir that in there. Excellent. All right, so now we're gonna assemble our quesadillas. Stay tuned. So we're back. So I'm going to turn on this skillet here, and this is where I'm going to make my quesadillas. And I'm going to put a little bit of butter in the pan because I love a buttery tortilla. And I'm spreading that butter all around the pan. Okay, even on the sides. Making sure it's nice and buttery. All right. And I'm gonna put the flame on to approximately like a medium to low flame for right now, okay? And now I'm gonna get my tortilla, okay? I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna let it warm up just a little bit, okay? I do wanna flip it. So I'm gonna get a fork. And I'm gonna put up the heat to a medium flame now, okay? Oh, okay, now I can see it's puffing up a little bit, so I'm gonna flip it over. Excellent, I'm gonna lower it now. Now it's on a low to medium flame. I'm going to add my cheeses. So remember I have pepper jack, mozzarella, and Mexican style. So I'm gonna first add, doesn't matter which one you add first, but I'm gonna add the mozzarella cheese first. Now I'm gonna add the pepper jack, that's been shredded. And then I'm gonna add some Mexican style cheese. And I'm going to let that melt just a little bit. I'm gonna get my vegetables now. Sprinkle my vegetables on top. I'm doing pretty much like half the side of the tortilla because I'm going to flip it and almost make like a sandwich. I'm gonna get a little bit of my chicken. my chicken there. And now I'm gonna add more cheese. All right, so now I'm gonna flip this over. It's a little bit hot. And you're going to kind of just smash it down a little bit. I'm lowering the heat. Wow, that looks really, really good. Awesome. Mmm. Perfect. Nice. Okay. Now I'm gonna get a plate. Wow, I can see that cheese coming out. Oh, that looks so good. Awesome. Look at that quesadilla, yum. Okay, so we're going to come back and we're going to assemble our plate and add some guacamole and sour cream and a little bit of cilantro, so stay tuned. Okay, so let's give it a little taste test. I'm going to just cut a little piece. These you can use your fingers to eat, so I'm going to do that. And I'm gonna add just a little bit of sour cream and have a little bit of guacamole. Very good. Love it. Delicious. I hope you try it. Thank you for watching Happy Cooking with Yvonne Douglas. Please subscribe and like this video. And happy cooking. Bye-bye.